The birth of motorsport in England, from the first races to Formula One legends. At the dawn of the 20th century, England lived in the era of steam trains and horse-drawn carriages. The automobile was a rarity, and speed felt almost like magic. Yet it was here, among the misty roads and green fields, that the idea was born, to turn the car from a means of transport into a tool for competition. The first races took place unofficially, on narrow country lanes, where enthusiasts tested whose machine could endure the most. But in 1907, Brooklands appeared, the world's first purpose-built racing circuit. It was a place where the roar of an engine was louder than any orchestra, and speed became the new symbol of the age. The interwar years brought England its own heroes. Malcolm Campbell, who set world land speed records, and Richard Seaman, who carried the British flag to podium finishes. Motorsport was gradually becoming not just entertainment, but a true industry. After World War II, England was reborn, and with it, high-speed racing. Former military airfields became circuits, and one of them, Silverstone, turned into a legend. It was here in 1950 that the very first round of the Formula One World Championship took place. In the 1960s to 80s, England transformed into the heart of global motorsport. Motorsport Valley was born, a region where McLaren, Williams, Lotus, and later Red Bull Racing set up their headquarters. Here, engineers created not just cars, but masterpieces of speed. Today, England is both history and modernity. Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, and other British drivers continue the glory of their predecessors. Silverstone remains a temple of speed, where fans from all over the world come to feel the magic of racing. And as long as engines roar and the checkered flag waves above the track, one thing remains unchanged. When Britain's races begin, the whole world listens, from the scent of gasoline to the electric era. In the 1990s, motorsport in Great Britain experienced another boom. The streets of Birmingham and London thundered with the sound of sports cars during speed festivals, while the legendary Goodwood Festival of Speed was born, a place where the past and future of motorsport met on the same hill. Here you could see prehistoric machines from the early 1900s alongside the most advanced Formula One beasts. But the world was changing. Fuel prices were rising, environmental rules were becoming stricter, and by the mid-2000s and teens, England found itself at the forefront once again, this time in electric racing. London became one of the first cities to host Formula E races, and British engineers began creating the next generation of racing cars. Yet at the heart of it all were not the machines, but the people, drivers, mechanics, engineers, and fans. In Silverstone's garages, teams worked through the night, checking every bolt before the start. On the grandstands, thousands of spectators waved flags, faces painted in the colors of their favorite teams, their hearts beating in sync with the rhythm of the race. Britain has always known how to combine tradition with innovation. Here they still tip their hats to the heroes of Brooklands, yet at the same time they build hypercars like the Lotus Evija, an electric rocket that accelerates faster than you can blink. And perhaps that's why, when a British commentator calls the start in the engines, whether roaring on petrol or whirring on electricity, erupt with power, time itself seems to stop. This is more than sport. This is a British legend of speed that has been racing forward for over a century.